winners of 4 straight, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Gators will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for the defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Snagged in the middle, it's Booth. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Chapin. A strike downfield. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. From the gun, wants to pass, fires into the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Dead center perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators offense will take the field for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Makes the grab. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. At the 45 on his way. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Gators are in the hurry up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up to the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
This time they'll go to the running game. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally, and they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Daniels. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Sturdivant. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
I mean, good news here. They get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-3. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. To the air, it's Chapin. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Turns it on down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Looking for a crease. It's ball. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Mississippi State right back to the line. shaping. A little release to the back. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Makes the catch. It's Mosley. It's a seam wide open. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. So now it's second and long. Off the play fake. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown Bulldogs! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Florida State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Cal. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
I think we're going to see more and more of this in college football. It used to be that if it was 4th and inches and you're on your own side of the field, you automatically punt. But I like that play call there. With their offensive line and their ability to run the football, just go out and get it and keep the drive alive.
The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. And the Gators have pushed it inside the 20. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee in this. Start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Grabbed in the middle. It's Reese. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, not much the defense could do there. The defensive end crashed down thinking the running back had it, but nice job with the ball handling there by the QB.
Just trying to avoid negative play. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing, you've got guys swiping at it. You've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. A first down run in the red zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gator!
A really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance. Excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Fielded in the end zone. It's Winston. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Shakes off. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. He's at the touchdown, Florida. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Florida State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days when Bobby Bowden walked the sidelines, this has not been a blowout today in Tallahassee. They're up by 5 over Cal. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Chapin. Got out of trouble and throws. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. gun, wants to pass. Complete downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up. And you got to communicate.
Got a man. It's Mosley. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Red pass hits complete. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be first and goal.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
On the ground. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's...
Touchdown, Mississippi State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
To the air, it's Lagway. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Gators are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd. Using his legs, it's ball. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
first down physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Good timing on the quick out. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun to give, looking for room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Touchdown, Gator! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's an 80-yard drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He'll have enough to give Mississippi State a 1st down.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Back to throw, it's Shapen. Using the quick game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And off from the shotgun. Nice move there. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. A a quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Quarterback may change this route. He wants to start this drive with a pass. It's caught. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Caught in the backfield. It's Wilson. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it 1 more yard to get it in. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Florida State has the lead at this time, but there haven't been quite as many tomahawk chops today as we expected. This is close. They're up by 8 over Cal. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They'll go to the ground. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Shapen. Still in the pocket and fires over the middle.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now in the same page.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Makes the grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the move. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Gators trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Quick strike complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Takes the easy one to the back. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with a running game on 3rd down? Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it out. It's Winston. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
Now, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
To the air on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And this is a tough spot for QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep end.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third, I can't.
Turning it on. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Back to throw, it's Shapen. Moves away as he feels pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll send 3 wideouts left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Flips it out in the flat. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Tight end now in motion. Off play action. Using his feet to buy time. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. 4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference champion.